So welcome to your Lunch and Learn here with our Coach Bruce. Our Coach Cecilia couldn't be here with us today, but you know what? We're just so excited and we're just so happy to be here with you guys. And talking to Bruce, we're asking ourselves questions like, we wonder what do people eat around the world like during this lunchtime? So we would like to ask you, like, what do you do for lunch? What's your favorite meal? What's your favorite thing that you love to eat during lunch? What about you, Bruce? What do you like to eat for lunch?
Cecilia is my fiance, and so normally I would have hamburgers, I would hot dogs and stuff like that. But we at lunchtime typically eat what in the United States we would call a dinner. So we vary between fish. We eat fish quite often. We do have hamburgers once in a while from Costco. Don't really have hot dogs that much, but we do steak. I think we're going to barbecue steak later today too. So it's a nice day here in Chicago. How about you, Juan?
Beautiful. Oh, here in Guadalajara, here in Mexico, they have taco places all over the place. They're known for what they call them the tortas ahogadas. I'm not even going to try to explain what that is. It's pretty much like a bread, and they put the meat in there, and they pour some special sauce all over the bread and the meat, and it tastes delicious. But you know what? I try to eat at home, but most of the times I like to go out and eat it every now and then, not every single day. But I like to go eat those tacos, like from different taco stands. I mean, like I said, they're all over the place here in town. So yeah, and that's what I love to do for lunch. And another thing that we love doing is like, every time that I either go to lunch or something, like always had my earpiece on. I'm always listening to one of the programs that we teach or that we get coached on. So that's how I like to spend my lunch hour.
What about, do you eat picante?
I eat a little bit of picante. I'm not a big fan of the spicy food. I know some people are like love eating the spices, but I can't handle it, so that's why.
I love it. And the first time I met Cecilia, we're having like lunch at her house. There were no picante. I'm like, come on. And she said, no, I'm from Colombia. We don't do that. That's more of a Mexican thing. I was disappointed. So now when we were in Colombia, she was kind enough to buy me some chiles, so when I got there, the refrigerator was well stocked, so I could eat with them too.
Beautiful. She was taking care of you, Bruce.
Oh, yeah. And I think she's going to have time to join us. She just peeked in. So at some point, she's going to be joining us.
Beautiful. We want to have her on here before we jump into the last part of the success, self-confidence success formula, guys. So anyways, before she comes on here with us, like if you want a copy of the self-confidence formula, we have the hashtag right here for you guys. Hashtag formula. That'll get you access to not only the formula, but you can also come and join us in some of the classes that we do. Maybe you get a 5-day pass, 7-day pass. I don't know. What do you think, Bruce?
I think as much of a taste as we could give the people, because this really is wisdom of the ages. There's so many authors who said what Bob Proctor said. He got it really from Earl Nightingale, who got it from Napoleon Hill, and got it from other wise people before them. So this isn't any specialized knowledge. In fact, for me, the special sauce has been working with our coaching team, and coaching the coachees, to be living the material every day. I love it. And Juan and I were talking, there's a part in the 5th success formula here, and I will induce others to serve me because my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. And I was sharing with Coach Juan that I, even at my advanced age, still struggle with some cynicism from time to time. So just want you guys to know that we don't have everything licked. What do you think, Coach Juan?
Yes, and I love that you mentioned that, Bruce, because I think that's one of the reasons that we love reading this formula every single day. because sometimes we need to be reminded of what, like he said, cynicism and selfishness. Like I struggle with selfishness myself, and I think that's one of the areas that I had growing up. Like I've always been like, I don't know if I've been selfish or self-centered. I don't know what's the right word to use, Bruce, but here comes our coach.
Yay! The lady of the hour.
Yes, yes, and that's how you make $1 million look small.
Yay!
Be quiet. You already are in the studio or not? Are you the people, the audience? No.
Yes, yes, we're
Yes,
live. We're live.
But thank you for joining us, Cecilia. Coach Cecilia.
Thank you. I was taking care of some business, so I'm sorry I'm late.
It's
Well,
okay.
we know that.
And we want people to know that we have the everyday things like everybody else has. We have things that we have to do, things that we need to attend to, and we don't have a perfect life. We don't have our life handed to us on a silver platter. So we struggle at different areas in our lives, and we're only human. So thank you for being here with us, Ceci, and thank you for taking care of your.
Thank you for your understanding. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and Cecilia, today we want to close up here with the fifth part of the success formula.
How do I make it larger? Okay, I forgot. Here it is. Okay. Thank you. Okay. The fifth part.
Yeah. Do you want to read it for everybody?
Fifth, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for reading that part for us, Cecilia. And you know what? I was just kind of like following when she was reading just that first line right there. It says, I fully realize that no wealth or precision can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. And you know what, guys? I've been involved in some businesses in the past that they were not based on truth and justice. They were based on, some of those things were based on lies, and no wonder they never succeeded. And a lot of those businesses that we get involved in, sometimes they have consequences that we are not gonna like. And that's why I think that everybody that has an opportunity to get this formula and kind of like remind themselves, this will save you from a lot of headaches and a lot of trouble that may come your way down the road. But if you're aware of it, you have those warning signs. Don't ignore those warning signs. Don't ignore those little antennas like warning you. Maybe this is for you. I don't know. So anything that stood out for you, Cecilia?
Yeah, it says, I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. So that is really had been my paradigm in life, help others. So in helping others, I can induce them to serve me, and I'm committed to do that, and ask for help, ask for direction when I'm losing the process, whatever I need to get, because I always have with me the willingness to serve others, and sometimes to leave what is mine, and what is in my space, what is in my daily routine, to move, to do something that needs my attention. So I'm really committed to this to this to this what's the name? This
The formula.
formula. Thank you, of success, because I'm gonna succeed and I'm gonna be doing good because I am committed to serve you, serve anybody that comes close to me. And when I serve you, I'm gonna serve myself, and I'm gonna ask for willingness to serve. I'm gonna ask and accept the help from others.
Yes,
So I'm
yes.
committing to be humble,
Thank you.
and
Thank
that's
you.
so important to me because we always know have that in my mind that okay, I know no more of this, I know it all. This is the truth, but it still isn't there. And the older I get, the more I know that it's too much to learn. That you never get anything complete in life. So enjoy what is here to enjoy now. And
Beautiful, beautiful. How about you, Bruce?
I was having a strange thought as we were reading about serving others. It was something that happened probably 15 years ago, 16 years ago. No, it was longer. Cecilia and I are together 17 years. So maybe it was 25, 30 years ago. It was really a long time ago. I had this girlfriend and she and I lived together. She owned a business and the business was failing. And she was frustrated. She was very frustrated. And I was in a program at Landmark Worldwide. It was called the Wisdom Course. And our homework assignment was to do an anonymous good deed daily. And I would be in my office, and in the morning I think, well, I got to do an anonymous good deed because that's the assignment. I've always been a good student. And by the end of the day, I'm going home, and I really hadn't done an anonymous good deed. So I got to the house, I pulled into the driveway. And unfortunately, this was a very clean suburb. So I'm walking up and down the street figuring I'm going to pick up litter. But a lot of times I had to go a couple blocks before I found litter, And by the time I put it in the garbage can so I can go in the house, I felt like that's not really meaningful, And when she was telling me about how she felt about the company failing and she was a failure and one day it hit me, probably a week into my assignment. I started calling somebody who was a friend of hers or a family member of hers, and I said, she's really feeling down. Would you please call her tomorrow and tell her what you appreciate about her? And then she would come home the next day. She said, you'll never believe who called me today. They called me and they say, that they really admire me because I'm da-da-da-da-da. And the next day, another person, the next day, another person. And that was like I said at the beginning, it was like maybe 30 years ago, but still. She doesn't know that I did it. And I got so tickled out of that experience about contributing to another person, and she didn't know it, So that was really a fun experience.
what a beautiful experience. I'm going to copy you. Because sometimes, it's so beautiful because it's anonymous, You're going to give something that is really like a creation, her creation. And it's going to be with that beautiful feeling for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, that person. You receive a call like that, brother, you got me.
Yeah.
So you got a beautiful energy. It's a positive energy. You go in that more energy that is sending when the person is talking to you, it's going to multiply. You're going to be in a big vibration. You're going to be a person who just exalts, that transmits only love and happiness. What a beautiful way. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. Thank you too. What about you, Juan? What comes to mind for you?
I'm thinking before I jump into the thing, I'm just piggybacking what you guys said. I think sometimes it's great to have somebody else remind us of the greatness that we have within us. A lot of times we're like the ones that criticize us the most. Like we don't make space to like look for the greatness within us. So thank you for sharing that, Bruce and Cecilia. And you know what? When Cecilia was reading here, I'm thinking about I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. And right here, I think about Cecilia and her business. She's a real estate investor. And when she's inducing others, what she's really doing is like inviting them to a business opportunity. And I think that once we clarify that, like sometimes we read it and we maybe get like a different understanding of the things that we're reading. But when she read that, I was thinking about her business as a real estate investor. Like, they have so much opportunities for people. Like, she's actually inviting people to her business with business opportunity. And sometimes when I first started reading this formula, like, induce others, I will induce others. Like, am I taking advantage of them, or how am I inducing others? But with time comes clarity. And that's one of the key points, key phrases that we like to use. We always look for clarity in everything that we do in our coaching program. So that's my point of view on that one.
Thank you,
love
beautiful.
that.
Thank you
Yeah.
for making me present to that. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And you know what? I love doing this session with you guys because we're actually defining the greatness within each other here. We find little things about each other. Like, before we started doing the lunch and learn, we always used to say, okay, well, let's get together. Let's try to put something together before we go live. And I was just telling Bruce, like, let's just go live and see what comes out. I mean, like, that's the greatness that's gonna come out once we go live. That's the only way that's gonna come out, when you're put on the spot. So thank you for taking on that
Yeah, I
challenge.
would like to add one more comment here when it says, I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity. What a beautiful thing to say. I am a Buddhist, and this is the same principles. You don't concentrate in the negative. We all have that negative energy in us. It's there. And we got to bring the goodness in us, because we all feel one time or another, we feel that we hate somebody. Or we say the word hate, we don't know if it's hate, but we don't want to be around that person. We envy someone that is over us.
Mhm.
We feel jealous that a person, sometimes Bruce, you guys don't know, but Bruce and I are business partners and loving partners. So you know what? He has so much. You see, what if this guy knows about this job, about how in many areas of his life, he has developed his wisdom. He has lots of wisdom. He can help anybody in any area of the life. So I will say, hi, this guy, he's so lucky. Just starting his life, his mother was helping him. Nobody was there like a mentor me or helping me. There was no coach. So now it's my time to have a coach, and that's what I am belong to this program. And that's what I am in this program, because I'm going to have I have my coach now, and here's Juan. Juan is helping me little by little, patient with a lot of patience, grow up, and instead of feeling those negative feelings, or selfishness, of jealousy, or sometimes of cynicism. Well, I don't do that much, but somebody else that I'm not good in that one, but I'm good in jealousy. I am good in feeling that the other person has all that I didn't have it. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. How about you, Bruce? Any last words before we cut out, Bruce?
No, I'm just really enjoying this conversation. Just so the audience knows that Cecilia is being coached by Coach Juan. And it's really a wonderful contribution. The two of them, they're like doing a dance together. And Ceci's generating, with Juan's support, so many breakthroughs. So I'm just tickled. So this is a pleasure being with you too.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
So,
all because of you. Thank you for being open to that and understand that. It's good to see my greatness.
yes.
And to allow me to show my humanity.
Absolutely. Yes, guys. So thank you, guys. We just want to remind you again, hashtag formula will get you the success formula. And we have somebody here in the comments that kindly share the formula. So I'm going to be getting in contact with you, and I'll make sure to get that to you today. Okay. So thank you for being part of this lunch and learn with us. And we don't do lunch and learn on Thursday. So go ahead, Bruce.
Let the viewer know too about the event tomorrow night.
Yes, and we have a special event program for tomorrow. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that we're gonna be going live. So if you want more information about that, I'll send it to you when I reach out to you and send you that formula. So I'm gonna be getting in contact with you as soon as we're done here with our episode. So thank you guys for being part of this lunch and learn, and we'll be back on Friday. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.